recordings and where they can at least get them from. So stay engaged. We got a couple of people in here. I'm gonna be honest with you. With the 18 people that we have in here, I'm gonna be straight. You literally we should be able to go through this class in an hour if that's not that many questions, but we'll try our best. And for everybody that's new, ask questions. This is the only key that I ask. Ask questions. It's not a hard software. It's just questions need to be asked. Okay. So this is the M2 software. This is your dashboard. When you get in, this is what it looks like. Now, back then, you watch the old videos. They used to go through the FAQ section. I do not go through the FAQ section. Everybody is an adult right now. You can literally read it yourself. You come and click on the little person over here. You click FAQs, and here's the FAQs. If you don't like going that way, you can go to Get Started and literally go to the FAQ section. It'll load in two different ways. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. If it's big enough, if you need me to make the font or text bigger, let me know. Okay? I'll wait for that. Perfect. Okay. As we go through the software, I'm going to pick out pieces. I'm going to stop at certain pieces, and I am going to, bear with me 1 second. I'm going to do, I'll give you guys the ability to ask questions. Now, just to let everybody know, there are multiple versions of the same software, okay? What do I mean? I own my own version. This is my version. This is Dion's version. Dion owns the whole company. So Phenom is the first one. Here's just mine, which is the same exact thing, and I'm gonna log in so you guys can see it, okay? Here, ready? My dashboard, Dion's dashboard. The only difference is Dion has a one-on-one walkthrough. We don't have access to that. That's through his customer service field. Okay, that's the only difference. So if you guys are on another person's, on another person's account, and you're like, oh, I saw Dion's today, I'm gonna switch to that one. There is no need. There's no need for you guys to be jumping from hoop to hoop to hoop to hoop. It's all the same software. You don't need to come to mine. You don't need to go to Leave Dion's. You don't need to go to Darius's. You don't need to go to Schmitty's. You don't need to, it's all the same exact software. Let's put a 2 in the chat so we know so that we understand that. Awesome. Okay. Like I said, I do not teach CFPB or the FTC inside of this class. I do not teach any other nefarious tactics. I do not teach FCRA. I do not teach anything. We are only focused on a software and Metro 2. I will show you how easy it is to generate a attack letter today. I'll even give you a chance to ask me how long it will take. I will go through each and every piece over here, and if there is a question, either raise your hand or come off mute. I think it's a small class. Just be respectful for one another, guys. That's all I say. It is a small class, which is good. Okay? So now, most important line over here in understanding the software. Your name, your email address or username, and then your general attacks. So the way that I explain a general attack is different than everybody else. It's the currency that you pay the AI to generate your letter, okay? So the currency for the AI to generate your letter, this is how it works. When I buy a general attack, one general attack will create one letter. It can create one letter per week. It can create one letter per month, one letter per year. What do I mean is it will create one letter. I can utilize that in the 1 week. I can utilize that in 1 month. I have to keep paying the subscription, but I can utilize the one general attack in a year. Here's the thing. Why? Because you have to generate a letter every single month to keep your things going. So here's what happens. What does that token generate? When you pay the AI, the token will read your credit report and will generate an unlimited amount of letters and an unlimited amount of pages for an unlimited amount of negative items. So let me break that down into numbers so everybody understands that. Okay? If I have 100 negatives, It will create a maximum of 300 letters and can create a maximum, not maximum, can create 3,000 pages. It can create 30,000 pages. It can create 300,000 pages to get the job done. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, put a 2. Don't be afraid to put 2. I don't mind it. I'm going to explain it again anyway. Okay? So I'm going to do that one more time. Say you got 10 negative items on your report, right? And you're running the system at the highest attack rating that it's possible. It will generate 30 letters. It could generate 300 pages. It could generate 3,000 pages. The same one token will generate all of that. And that is for that month. If you're running a 15-day, it'll generate it for the 15 days. But if you're running a 15-day, you have to generate 1 in the first 15 days and 1 in the second 15 days. So you're going to need 2 tokens for that month. God forbid you don't mess up. Now, don't read too deeply into the mess up. Do not read too deeply into the mess up. I will get into it because a lot of the reason that everybody is here is to learn how to utilize the software. Now, like I said, I am from the printing company. If you work with me, I do not print out bad documents. So when I tell you guys mess up, I'm going to go over every place that we've seen people mess up and show you how not to mess up. Make sense? Put a 6 in the chat if that makes sense. Perfect. Bunch of 6s. There is a free Facebook community. Join the Facebook community. This is not the community that you guys were asking. It's not my community. That's only through the printing company. There's 19,256 members in here and 5 new posts today. I guarantee you all 5 of those posts were from me. Technical issues with the software, you just click here. It'll open up a new page so you can write yourself a ticket. Allow them 24 to 48 hours to answer the tickets. I know some people just want to get everything going, but I would say allow them 24 to 48 hours to generate the tickets. Live walkthroughs, Monday and Wednesday. If you click this over here, it'll actually open up the Zoom links. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6, Mondays and Wednesdays at 8, and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. So Mr. Bora handles Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I handle Wednesday and Saturdays, and no training on holidays. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Book a one-on-one walkthrough call. This is only from the Phenom software, which means they have a consultation staff or customer service staff that helps you go through 30 minutes of doing that. So I'm going to say this to everybody here. If you pay for my printing services, my team offers it for free. It doesn't matter what software you're in. Once you become a member, I don't care if you paid. I had one person pay $4 yesterday for our printing service. I don't care if you pay $4 or like the highest thing. I don't care if you pay $900. You're the same to me. We have the same customer service. Okay, we treat everybody the same. So if you do need a walkthrough, you are stuck. We do offer that same service. Doesn't matter what you're in, but you have to be a client of the printing company. Any questions on the dashboard? Put a 2 in the chat if you have any questions. If you don't, let's leave it blank. No questions. Perfect. I don't go over these videos because these are going to be rebuffer videos just to give you an idea of what it is, and a lot of the information is different from what I'm going to teach you. I'm also going to teach you how to do 2 things today that are not with certain issues with My Free Score Now. I'm going to teach you guys how to go about this system in a different way than normal because of the issues with MFSN. So these videos are not really going to help with that era, but I am working on this to show you guys how to do this. So get started over here. That's just if you want to go over anything. But we don't need to go that. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to get up. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to talk to you guys about this subscription. So the first thing that I'm going to tell everybody is please, 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 please do not get this iron package. Do not get that iron package. It's not about money. Now, if you can't afford to get anything else, then go for it. Okay, but if you can afford to get the bronze, I want you focused on bronze. And here's the reason why. We call this the downgrade package. Every package downgrades into the iron package because of what? It only gives you one token, okay, or one GA. This gives you 4, this gives you 8, this gives you 17, this gives you 30, this gives you 100. So you remember when I said before, if you don't make an error, if your file is set up, this package is perfect for you. If it's gone through printing, all that stuff, it's perfect. That's the perfect package for you. But anybody that's new, this is not the package for you. The package that's for you, for starter, and if you're doing 1 to 2 people, is this one. If you're doing 2 to 4, it's this one. If you're doing 10, it's this one. 15, it's this one. If you're doing 50, it's this one. Why did I give you 1 to 2, 1 to 2 to 4, all that stuff when there's 4 GAs? I only need 1 GA for myself. Because when you pay the AI and you mess up, what happens? The AI did its job. It generated the letter. If you mess up, the AI didn't mess up. It generated the letter. You didn't put the perfect information in. So what happens is you burn that GA. So that GA is gone. So if you only have 1 GA and you burn it, that means you have to go buy another one. So it's $40 for each GA. Well, I'm going to tell you guys like this. The first time you generate a letter, you're going to make 3 errors. $217. That's what it cost. $217. It's what it cost for you to generate your first round just to get you out the gate. Oh, no, excuse me, not 217. My math is wrong. That's 277. I apologize. That's 177. I do apologize. That is wrong. 177. Now, this package, if I add another 40, it's $217. There you go. So the same package over here for $147 would cost $217 if you were in iron. So the key is we always need an extra GA. We always want an extra GA. I still make mistakes today with the GAs. Sometimes I hit generate letters by accident. Sometimes I do something, I'm mindless, whatever, okay? Because lifes. I have my daughter was in my hand. She hit generate the other day by accident while I was showing something. And it's hysterical because you would be aggravated, right? If you didn't have it properly set up. But hey, what happens if you stay here for 2 months? Well, if you generate everything correctly, you're only going to use 2 GAs, right? Which means you're going to have a total of 6 left over, which rolls over every single month. You can downgrade with this to this package and have that. So in case you do make an error, in case you do have something, well, hey, look, I used the 1 from here and I have 6, but I made an error. Now I have 5. I get 6 next month and I can keep going down and I have a little bit of a bank. I always say have a piggy bank. Now, why do I say all the other business plans just in case? Because everything is cut in half because people make mistakes. This is the only these packages right here, I'll be honest with you, I've seen it in these packages right here, is where people start to learn how to do it. After the 8th file, they learn how to do it. They actually learn what everything is needed. And after that 8th file, they start getting into a groove, which they start doing it well. So I'm letting everybody know, these are the numbers. Does this make sense to everybody? Okay? Put a yes in the chat if it makes sense. Put a no in the chat if it doesn't. I'm gonna make sure you're all awake this Saturday. If I gotta be up, y'all gotta be up. No. Okay, David. Do me a favor. Come off mute. Talk to me. What doesn't make sense? Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, because you have to pay access. A very good question. You have to pay access into the server to be able to utilize the server. So once you do that, your token, what you're paying the AI, because the AI intrinsically has a cost. You have to pay access into the server for you to be able to get access to that AI. And that's the thing. So what you basically just asked is a beautiful question. Nobody's ever asked it in that way. Yes. So for you to get access to the AI, you have to pay for access. But you have your coins. So the access is with the coin. Does that make sense? So that's your thing. That's why when we go over this, and David, I'm going to show you something in a minute. I don't teach and I don't preach something I don't do for myself. Okay? So when I tell you guys something, it's what I do for myself. Okay? So hold on. Ready to see this, guys? Here. Look. I'm going to get rid of all the crap off my screen. Ready? Again, I showed you. This is my software, right? See? That's my name. There's all my GAs, right? I go to pricing. I go to select subscription. Can anybody put how much I pay at the bottom over there and how long I've been paying it? Put it in the chat. Since 24, exactly. I've been paying that since 24. So anything that I teach you, I literally do it myself. I practice what I preach. Okay? To everybody that's in here. Yes. And how many GAs do I have rolled over? Look at that. I have 74 GAs rolled over. Just so everybody knows that. So if I tell you to do something, it's because that's exactly what I'm doing and it's working for us. Okay? Now, these are more for, these GAs are more for educational purposes. They're not for us to utilize the attack. I think I had one client that we utilized. I got his stuff fixed real quickly and we just moved on. But just for everybody here, when I go over this, I'm telling you that. Now, you'll ask me, how did I get that $40? Well, here. If I go to pricing and I go to purchase an additional attack, I select a GA. One GA is $40. It says it right here. That's what it is. That's it. Everything's in the software. Now, if you want to upgrade or downgrade, you're going to go back over here. You're going to go back to pricing, and you're going to go to your select your subscription, which is not going to be here. I have to do it in mine again. Freak. Select your subscription. Scroll down to the bottom. Cancel your subscription. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I say cancel your subscription, be done with what you're doing. I have too many people that come to me, they'll call me in the printing company and be like, I can't get access to my thing. I canceled my subscription, but I should be given access. No, it's like, this is like a private party. You have to pay to get in, but once you leave and you stop your payment, you're not getting in anymore. It stopped. So make sure you're done. So if you want to, literally, private party was a good analogy. I like that one. I'm going to use that one again. At the end of the day, you want to make sure you've attacked your files. Everything is completed. If you're printing them off yourself, you printed them off. You have everything. Everything's done. Then you can cancel your subscription, downgrade, or upgrade. Either or. Yes, David, go for it, buddy. Nothing works for business credit. There is no software that is out for business credit. You have to handwrite everything by hand. At least to my knowledge, and I'm very, 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 very in that space. Business credit, you have to pull the reports directly from Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and Credit Safe. You have to ask them for your report, look at it, and then dispute your report directly. They don't have the same laws, and they don't have the same tactics. Very good question, David. Not many people ask that. Do I fix business credit? No, I do not. I told you guys, I hung up my hat a very, very long time ago. I am in printing and I own a software. That's all I do. I don't do anything else anymore. The credit business bit my behind a very, very long time ago, and I refuse to go back. With all the knowledge I have, I say, yes, you can. Absolutely. It's credit. It's credit. It's credit. It's credit. You can absolutely. They still have to follow laws. There's not as many governments. Um, your UCC lien is going to be very, very hard. But I guarantee you, if you put UCC lien into anything and read what a UCC lien is, right, and go through it properly, I guarantee you can find a loophole in it. Yes, David.
So recently, under the Trump administration, there was an update about the credit bureaus, and they stated that they might become obsolete. There's going to be sort of new processing for credit. Is this AI software able to adjust to these laws?
So there is, once something is put in place, then the system will go in. But nobody's doing any adjustments now because everybody's been saying this for the past, I want to say 15 years, that there's going to be a new law on credit. The CFPB is no longer going to exist. This is not going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. And I look, I don't get political. I don't get political at all because here's the problem. Just focus on what is right now. Because if they do get rid of the bureaus, because the bureaus are not really the bureaus, there is no real credit bureau, but that's a story for a whole nother day. The data furnishers have to actually furnish the data properly. That's, Ms. Moses, why are you shaking your head over there? The data furnishers actually have to properly put the information in. So until it happens and until the new system is in place, it will go from there. But the AIs will adjust accordingly when they have laws to go off of. If there is no law, there is no reporting tactics, there is no nothing, they can't go off of anything just yet. So I saw a bunch of these people saying X, Y, and Z. Again, the 30, 60, 90-day guys, it's all BS until there's actually something to go off of. Make sense, David? Perfect. That's why when I talk to you guys in the beginning, I make sure that you guys understand that this is, when I got into the industry, the credit repair business at that time was already 30 years old. The industry itself was already 30. People have been fixing their credit for 30 years at that time. Go figure that crap. People were fixing, when I got into the industry 15 years ago, people were fixing credit. So the credit industry is older than I am. It's older than I am. So for everybody that's in here, for them to uproot and change everything, there's a lot of things that need to be changed. First off, the governing body of the law, which is the FCRA, has to be changed to meet the new criteria, which they all have to agree to that. So if they don't all agree to it, then it's not going to change. So that's why I say, don't focus on it. Focus on what's actually real, and we go from there. That's why I just stay here. Does everybody understand the subscription packages? They know what subscription they're taking and what subscription they're not. Good job, David. Mr. Maurice, how are you? Go.
On my software, I just logged in.
Mm-hmm. No. Smart credit itself. Logging into smart credit itself. Yes. Yep. Well, so today, when you have access to the YouTube channel, Maurice, go watch the video. I'm going to talk about something today. I was like, I'm going to get into it in the next piece over here. Watch what I'm about to talk about because I'm actually, personally, I'm telling everybody to get rid of my free score now. I had a... talked to my students yesterday, and I told my students yesterday with the uncertainty of what's going on with my free score now, I'm not going over the credit reporting section. I'm going literally to identity IQ, moving through identity IQ and my score IQ. Um, whatchamacallit, and working with those companies until they get their stuff together. We cannot have anything slow our progress down. And there's been a lot of errors with the pulls on my free score now, which is causing the system to actually slow down a lot. And truth be told, people are getting frustrated. So I'm shifting gears into that. Sheree, save questions like that until the Q&A section at the end of class, please. Um, let's shift into that sentiment of going into identity IQ and working with the identity IQ now report. It's going to lower the attack temperature down from the MPEP to the MPEC. For anybody that doesn't understand, I will explain all of this. But at the end of the day, it will be easier to focus on actually getting the job done and having the software pull it in immediately. Make sense? I'm look. Let me have a question. Let me pose my question correctly to you. If you're with everything that's going on, providing proper the best service, when I'm always at the top of what when I say the service, providing the best service or beating your head against the wall because it's not pulling, which one would you rather do? Yeah, I got you. That's why I learned how to pull identity IQ into the software. I will teach you how to pull it and make sure that it gets done so you can utilize it. It's actually very easy. I thought it was a lot harder. It's very easy to pull that report. It's just that it's a little more tedious. That's all it is. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No, just watch the videos. I'm gonna go through it. Yeah, we did it yesterday. I'm gonna do it today again today, too. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. That's why you show up to the class. You get access to those videos. No problem. No problem, Maurice. Have a great day, all right? Who's on vacation right now that joined us? Truthfully. Who's on vacation sitting in some hotel room or at some family member's house, sitting at a cot somewhere? Who's on vacation right now? Put a 1 in the chat, you on vacation. Not one person? I was going to give everybody props. Yo, Tyrone, you sound like me, bro. Where is he? I don't even see him over here. Bro, you see me here 24/7, 365. I did get a vacation last night. I went to go play in the snow a little bit. That's why I think I'm not feeling well. But let's get through this piece over here. This is done. Everybody good here? I think I asked that. Yes, everybody's good. Perfect. Let's move on. Normally I would go over the credit report section, but right now, like I had mentioned to Maurice, there is an issue going on with the software pulling my free score now. My free score now, they built a custom report for the system. But what happens is there's something going on with the smart credit and this, that, and the other thing. I'll be honest with you. Instead of going too crazy with this, I figured out a solve for my community, how to get them to keep pulling the proper report into the system. So we're going to work with that. Anybody know how to get an identity IQ report now? Put a 1 in the chat. If it's yes, put a 2 in the chat if it's no. If not, we'll get you hooked up. I got you. I got a place where I can get you guys. Okay. So awesome. It's okay, brother. I'm gonna go over it today. So Ray, do me a favor. Can you get all those people's information? Let's get them over a link. And doing that. What attack type is best? since there's no MPEC, I'll go over it. I'm gonna explain all that stuff today. If you just give me a little bit of time, I just want to get everybody do me a favor. Just text Ray. Ray, put your tax chat in there. Oh, they're perfect. Yeah, everybody text Ray on that phone number. Get off of that. I'll give you a couple of seconds while I'll answer that question. So, El Hadi. Yeah, if literally, I would think that's an Arab last name. I'm just going on that. My thing is with how the MPEP doesn't work without the My Free Score Now report. But as like I explained to Maurice, with what's going on with the system and having days that it randomly went down. It went down on Christmas Eve, and there was a lot of angry people on Christmas Eve that were texting into the printing company. There was people angry in my version of the software that they couldn't pull the reports in, this, that, and the other thing. And at the end of the day, I don't like not having answers. So what we did was we came up with a better system in the sense of utilizing the identity IQ and then moving to the MPEC. So instead of getting 6 attacks, we'll get 5 attacks. But at the end of the day, like really, realistically, we want to get the best of what we can get. So we'll go over here. I'll talk to everybody. I'll make sure that everybody has the ability to go through this as quick as possible, and we'll get them rocking and rolling. Put a ready in the chat after you texted Ray. So if I see a bunch of readies, I'll move on. I'll move forward, and then I'll show you guys what to do, and we'll go from there. Awesome. Hold on. I think I need Michelle. I need Kay. No, Kay Jordan got it. Valerie, did you get it? Yep. Damon. Awesome. I need loan officer. Once loan officer does it, I think I got everybody. Tyrone already answered. Adam answered. Okay. I just need loan officer. Precious, thank you. All right. Awesome. Ready. Perfect. Great. Just want to make sure everybody's good. So over here, we would go to, I show you My Free Score Now, and then we go into the report scoreboard. So here's the report scoreboard. I can pull it, and then I'm actually going to pull the identity IQ report in here so you guys can see it, so that you have it. And you'll see this, and you'll be able to go through it. And this will tell you your scores, tell you closed accounts, delinquencies, derogatories, inquiries, public records. That's it. Now, manage all users. Normally, I would run the test for the Epic Pro report. I'd show everybody the Epic Pro report, and we go from there. Okay, that's how we pull it. But I'm going to teach you how to build a profile, build it out properly, go through everything piece by piece. What's still not working for you, Tyrone? I sent it to them. You, brother, you know what to use. I don't even know why you use it. Identity IQ it's a little. There's two more steps that need to be done, but it's actually easy. It's not hard. And that's what I love about it. I'll log in for my report. I'll show you how to pull my report, and I'll pull it into the software. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to go on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, what I put on this board today and what I go over here today, I want everybody to understand that's how we want it to be done every single time. We want it to be done like this every single time. And if we do it, once this is done, we're gonna do the IDIQ report. First name, last name, all this stuff that I'm gonna show you how to put in a perfect file. Once that perfect file is complete, you guys will never make a mistake if you do it like this every time. I promise you will never make a mistake if you do it like this every single time. So I'm gonna color coordinate everything over here. So check this out. I start with blue. Blue is always my ID. Why is blue my ID? Blue is ID, passport, or DL driver's license. Why do I put driver's license on the end? We do not want to use our driver's license if we don't have to. If that's the only thing we have, we use it. But if we don't have it and we have an ID or a passport, we want to use that. Middle name. Last name, suffix. Put a space. That's first space. Okay, not a dash, it's a space. Okay, so here, John, Joe, Smith, Jr., birthday 01/01/1990. Okay, John Joe Smith's birthday is in a few days. So at the end of the day, that's the perfect file. That's how it looks. Do you have to put your middle name? We suggest that you put it, because I guarantee you when you were filling out your credit application, you didn't use your middle name. So how are you going to say to them to get rid of a file when you actually didn't use the name? So you have to fill it out correctly. And there's a whole slew of shit that you can do, but that's the easiest way that I teach people to do it that way. So that's John Joe Smith Jr. Okay? If you have a passport, I would suggest, I'm going to put a star around this. Best document to use. Okay? Next product. I'm going to put that document down. I don't need my driver's license anymore. I don't need it. Put it down. W-2. W-2. SSC, Social Security card, or first page of taxes. Okay? Best one. Star. First page of tax, SSC, right? Okay? You can put your phone number in here. Okay? Then, my last piece over here. Guys, I can't see the screen, so if you do have a question, all right, raise your hand so Ray can let you come off mute, okay? Or your, whatchamacallit, you can come off mute. So check this out. Ready? Normally they say utility bill, this, that, and the other thing. Guys, here's another gem. Bank statement. That's what we want. Don't utilize anything else if you don't have to. Fill it out like this. 8 North West 12th Street, APT. I'm running out of space. 2B. Everything is spelled out, except for apartment, because I don't have space. But everything is spelled out. Now, I'm in New York, guys, right? So New York City is known either as Manhattan or New York, New York. I'm gonna fill this out over here, New York, and then 10038. Okay? I want everybody to know this. If you have a place that you live that has two separate, two separate cities, I want you to understand this. All that matters is what's on the bank statement. So if the bank statement, okay, your driver's license can say Manhattan, right? But your bank statement says New York, you're utilizing New York. If your driver's license says New York and your bank statement says Manhattan, you're utilizing Manhattan. Make sense? If it says Umbanga, you're going to use Umbanga. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever the bank statement says is what you're going to use. So in this case, it says New York. This one is null and void. So you just utilize New York. That's why I do it. This is where people make mistakes. Everybody understands. Right here is where everybody makes a mistake because they think they know their information when they don't. And the Bureau's banking on it. The Bureau is banking on you not to know the proper qualifications and the proper way to actually go through this. They know that. So what are they going to do? Should you cross out your... No, leave your bank account alone. Good question, Adam. Tyrone, still not working for me. That's it's the first page of your bank statement. That's all they want. Okay? David, yes. Come off mute. The bank statement that you use, this month's bank statements. This passing month's bank statement. So if you don't have one for December, you put November. You're going to use that bank statement because the Bureau found out that it's harder to defraud a bank statement than it is to defraud a utility bill, cell phone bill, insurance card, any of those. So they realized that it's easier for me to ask you to do a bank statement than it is for me to do anything else. Does that make sense? Multiple what? I would hope that you do. Absolutely. Just pick one. Yeah, it don't matter what bank account you use. I would hope that you do. Pick. If you're the person that doesn't want to get defrauded, pick the one with the least amount of money. That's it. That's literally just don't read too deep into that one, guys. El Hadi. I'm probably saying that wrong, but yes.
No, you're saying it right, actually.
All right. What's up?
So I noticed sometimes when I upload like the page of the bank statement, that first page, and we go ahead and print out the letter,
Mm-hmm.
the image of the bank statement gets downsized when the letter gets printed out. Is it okay if we crop it out for like the top half where it shows like the page and then
So that's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for. The eOscar system can read it if it's the first page. We've never seen an issue with that. We've seen an issue with them just sending an envelope. You understand what I'm saying? Like the envelope, the bottom half, things like that. Now, people have said that that's fine. I'm going to be honest with you. I've printed over 10,000 files, and I know that the ones that come back are the ones that give them speculation if something's been done incorrectly, truth be told. So for me, I would suggest that you use the full page. If you're seeing an issue with it, you get a request back that says that, that the document cannot be verified, is because of that one of those documents being sent that's being incorrect. That's just, I've seen it happen many times, and it's because of the the information on the bank, the information that's in that box is not being verifiable. They don't like the way that you sent it. So it could be because it's not full page, it could be anything. But suggestion for you, always send the full page out. That will cause you less of a headache than putting the bottom, because the bottom I've seen be turned down. No problem. What all did I miss? You missed a lot, Mike. You missed a lot. Okay. Yeah, Mike. We'll be going over that. I just told everybody that we're moving to Identity IQ versus. So I'm teaching my students to move to Identity IQ because there's too much problems with my free score now. So I'm going to show you how to upload an Identity IQ now report, because my free score now is not working properly in the system. One day it's working, one day it's not. So I can only give you the best solution. And this is what I'm going to do for the best solution until they get their stuff fixed. At the end of the day, my job is to make sure that you guys can utilize the software at the highest uptime, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said before. So yes, let's do that. Does everybody understand this piece over here? Oh yeah. Yeah. When did you watch the YouTube videos? Nope. This is basic. This is basic training. Advanced training's on Friday. You missed it. There. No. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. You start to get deletions once you do advanced training. Yep. People don't realize that the software is powerful. I don't put my name and I don't put my faith in something unless it's done correctly and it actually does what it's supposed to. So, everybody, do me a favor. Take a screenshot of this. Save it. Okay? Because you're gonna have to come back to this. Okay? Does anybody have questions? And put a ready in the chat after you take a screenshot. Save that on your phone. If you're not on your phone, you're on your computer. Take a screenshot of your computer. Put ready in the chat when we're done. Yes, David. What's up?
Sorry, no, so let me ask this again, but just to confirm, I'm putting the address or the city or the state, the location where the bank statement is coming from, correct?
You put in the address that's on the bank statement. So if your name is David Holt and you live on 123 Northwest Street, what state are you in? Where?
I'm in Kentucky.
You're in Kentucky. What's the capital of Kentucky? St. Louis, right? No.
No, and no, Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. Okay. So you have Frankfurt West and Frankfurt East, right? Just using this as an example. Okay. And your bank statement says you live in Frankfurt East, right? And your driver's license says Frankfurt West, you're using Frankfurt East. Because that's what your bank statement says. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Miss Jordan, that's funny. You can come off mute and ask your question. Let me do the emoji to raise my hand. I love it. No, it's okay. Good morning. How are you? Good. Mm-hmm. All the same, all the same software. It's all the same software. Pay the printing company. Simple as that. You get access to my community for free. That's it. And then you'll know it doesn't matter what software you're in, doesn't matter who you're working with, whatever it is. I am the printer for the software. So that's why I was saying like you can choose all the different brands, right? There's like 90 brands. But at the end of the day, there's only 3 printers. I'm one of them. If you come and print with us, right? You work with us, now you get access to our community, you get access to my team, you get access to all the stuff that you need. And then once you're in our community, if there's any questions, anything that you need to go on, you get access to our Friday class, you get access to all the stuff that we go over. So just like Mr. Mike had said, I watched one of your YouTube videos, you get access to the YouTube channel, but you actually have all that stuff inside. So Miss Moses is a part of it, Miss Sheree is a part of it. A lot of people that have printed with us, that's how they get a part of it. Miss Sheree has been with me for over a year. And once you're inside of that, you get access to all our other tools. We do have free tools and everything. Like you said, I said it in the beginning, I'm here to watch you win. I don't make money on credit repair. I make money on funding. So when I teach you guys how to do that, is there an advanced training on the YouTube? Yes, there is advanced training on the YouTube. You can watch it, but it's on the live and it's about 4 hours. So you're going to have to piece it together when I'm jumping around. When your letters are done, people don't realize the letters in this software print out something like 40 letters at a time. So people don't want to print stuff and mail 40 envelopes. So what happens is they send it over to my team. We print, we stuff, we mail it out. We do that, and that's what I do for a living. We actually we own a printing business. So that's what we handle. Okay. Yeah, no problem. That's how you get locked in with us. You stay in with us, and that's the key. So that was a very good question. But it doesn't matter whose software you use. It doesn't matter what community you're in. That at the end of the day, they're all the same thing. They all feed the same people. So at the end of the day, like whoever you use. So what I'll do when I go over everything, I'll make sure that I go over it in its entirety. I got a bunch of readies over here. Yeah, no problem. I got a bunch of readies over here. So this is done. So when you're finished over here, I'm going to delete all the stuff off over here. We're going to scroll down. Now, what I normally do is, what I would say to everybody is, upload all this document and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Sometimes this credit repair software is used to fix a lot of people's credits. So what I would do is, after you fill out the top, come down over here, click save. See if you're in the system. If you're in the system, right, and it pops up, change the email address. Change it to another email address. And that's normally what I would suggest. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's go back to manage all users. I'll show you you'll have your client profile pop up, and then we'll do like this. Here we go. And then this is all the information that we have. So this is the client's first name, last name, their date of birth, their social security, their phone number, everything spelled out, Sunny Valley, California. And then I think David, you're the one that asked it. David, look, this is what the bank statement looks like. And then what I'll do is come over here and I just zoom in to double check this, right? Which I can actually see it, but that's what the address is. And I follow the addresses precisely. So whatever it is, I follow it precisely and I make sure that it's up over here in these boxes, and make sure that everything makes sense. And that's what it looks like. Now I upload the documents have to be uploaded like this, guys. You need to utilize these documents. As you can see, I use the ID. Now, everybody, when I did this, the way that I did this is so that you guys understand, look, this ID is in Kansas. This bank statement is in what state? California. Do we care? Yes and no. If we have the ability for them to go change their ID, send them to go change their ID. But if you don't have that ability, then let them rock with the way that it is. But if they have the passport or the passport card, look at that. Passport card doesn't have an address. Ladies and gentlemen, my one gem that I give everybody every Saturday and every Wednesday is if you have a passport, utilize your passport for everything. I personally do not carry my driver's license around anymore because your driver's license is just for when you get pulled over. Nobody needs to see where you live. Okay? That's for you and you only, not for anybody else. Okay? And that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you do have to be meticulous with everything. So now, Nor if you do have a My Free Score now, let's go over the. Oh, I think I zoomed in. Give me a second. Did I zoom in? Oh, I didn't unzoom the screen. Shit. Okay, give me a second. So, you do have to be meticulous with everything that you do on here. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to pull a My Free Score Now report for you guys that have it. For you guys that don't have it, I'm going to show you how to pull a Identity IQ report, okay? So over here, we're going to start with the My Free Score Now report. It's actually very easy to do if you follow along, okay? It is very simple. First and foremost, you're gonna click, and I'm gonna do it on the other account, the test account. I'm gonna click Upload MFSN Report. I'm gonna click the first document here. It's gonna bring me to the login. I'm gonna put my information in. So here's my username. Here's my password. I log in. Once I log in, I stop. I go back to the software. I click number 2. See that? Now, how many Mac users in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Mac user. Okay, how many PC users? Put a 2 in the chat if you're a PC user. I got 4, 5. 1 PC user. That's it. 2 PC users. Okay, 3. All right, so we got, all right, good. So I got to go through both of them. Okay, so Mac user, PC user. Inside of this, I'm going to hit Command A, Control A. Control is for my PC users. Command is for the Mac user. That's going to select the whole file. Control C, Command C is going to copy the file. I'm going to go back to the software. I'm going to come into this box, and I'm going to hit Control or Command V, which is going to paste. Please tell me, Jordan, that's an HP. That's a PC. Does that make sense to everybody? And then I'm going to hit Save. Did that make sense to everybody? Was that hard to understand? And now look, it got pulled in. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to delete the report, and we're going to do it one more time. Ready? Let's follow along. Ready? I'm going to close it all out. I'm going to go back to manage all users. I'm going to hit upload the report. I'm going to click the first box. In this case, it's already logged in. You're going to log in. Okay? After I log in, I'm going to go back to the software. I'm going to click navigate box 2. Ready? Command or Control A, Command or Control C, Command and Control V. Oh, oops, Command and Control C, then go past Control V, right over here. And then hit Save. That's it. Make sense? That is it. Does anybody need more clarification on that? Put a yes or no. Yes, Mike. Don't worry about it, because that's been broken. It works one day and it doesn't work the next day. So that's where I'm gonna change I literally text Ray, give Mike the phone number. I'm teaching people that are in my community, and you've watched a lot of my videos already. We're moving to Identity IQ. Because it's just you text that phone number. Ray will give you a link to get into IDIQ. All right. So now let's do this. Let's do this like this. Ready? Check this out. Ready? Now, that's uploaded. We're gonna go back to manage all rounds. Right? Come back over here. We're gonna manage profile, and then we're gonna go upload report. Now, we're gonna select Identity IQ. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I got to go to IDIQ. Identity IQ. Let's go. I'm going to click login. Same thing. And now I'm going to go and get my username and password. I don't remember it, so bear with me. is it? Okay. I'm just gonna get my. Okay, so check this out. Put my username in, my password. I'm gonna click login. Security purposes, I log in. Okay. Now, you have to go to the report here. Thank you. Salud. Grazie. Thank you. I click view latest report. I come down over here. I click download this report. Once it's downloaded, that's the hardest part is done. I click open the report, and then I right click view page source. Now, run the same play. This play, look, the play that we were doing before with a identity, My Free Score now made it easier for them. We had to go in the back end and get this. Now look at this. Same thing, Control Command A, Control Command C. I come into M2 Phenom and I Control Command V, paste. Same thing, process HTML, all done. Save the report. All done. That's it. That is literally it, guys. That's it. Make sense? Now that that's finished, I go back to my report. I go to manage all users, and guess what? I can go back to my test file. I got Identity IQ and the Epic Pro report. So I showed you guys how to pull both of them in. I don't know. Let's check it. Nope. That's funny because I have both reports and it doesn't. So it's just something with that file. Like I said, Tyrone, you know, you I don't even got to go any further. I don't even got to go any further with what I said. I got you. And that's how you add both reports. That's the same thing for My Score IQ. Do I have My Score IQ on here? I do. And I do have My Score IQ, but I can show that another day if that's the case. But that is everything that we've gone through, all of them for you in that sense. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody find that how? We do. Ask Ray Ray. We do. Ray Ray has them all. Can I do the import on Identity IQ again? Absolutely. So let's run it again. Where did you get lost, Adam? Did you get lost at the download report section? Where did you get lost? Or just run the whole thing over again? Okay. So when you're in the Identity IQ now report, ready? You see it says download this report right here? Right here? You're going to click, so again, you're going to go to the dashboard. Top, it says view latest report, right? You got to make sure you pull your report. So you click your view latest report. After that's done, you come over here, right at the top. You probably have to scroll down depending on your computer, whatever. It says download this report. Just click download this report. It's going to download it for you. And as soon as you just click it and open it. Once you click it and open it, right? Just right click, view page source. And then it'll bring up the code. And then Control A, Control C, Control V, or Command A, Command C, Command V. That's it. It took us an hour just to learn how to set up the file, answer questions, teach you pricing, and we haven't even gotten how to dispute a letter yet. Properly. Adam, you good with that? And then you're gonna paste it. You're gonna paste it into over here. Upload the report. You select Identity IQ, and then you're just gonna paste it right here, like that. It's not hard. It's just, it literally, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that, and it's not. It's actually easy. And that's when I was like, wow. I was like, that's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And like, look, I could do the same thing on my score IQ. So if I download this file, I'm going to do the same thing, and I have my score up right now here. So if I do the same thing, view most recent report, because it's the same company. Here's the thing. It's the same exact report. I click download this report. I come over here. I save the report. I open the report, just like we did with the other one. I open the report. Here's the report. Same thing. I'm going to click view page source. And now, hey, look, I could do my score IQ. Control A, Control V, Control C. Come into this point. I'm going to put my score IQ just for you guys, right? Control A to get rid of everything. And then Control V. Now I'm going to put the My Score IQ report. Look, there's the My Score IQ report. There's the My Score IQ. Save. And now, again, same exact thing. Say it's Identity IQ and My Score IQ, same company. So they pull the same exact way. So there is no issue with that. Make sense? Right? So now if I go to manage profiles and I go check on that test client, look, I have all 3 reports in. All 3 reports have been pulled. Make sense? Ray, remind me today, we're gonna run those 3. We're gonna do all 3 of those. We're gonna put them in our community so they know how to pull those. We're gonna have them pull those reports. I'll post that in the page. So anybody in the paid in full community today, I'll have those done for you so you know how to pull the reports. So yeah, that's it. Cool? Everybody good. Everybody know how to set up a file. Everybody know how to do everything. Printing, my friend, printing. You only get access to my community if you print with us. It's a free community. I don't charge for it. So you got to come in, got to pay me some way to get in there. All that knowledge is not free. So if you pay for printing, you get free access. It all depends on your file. Can't answer that question. Like I said, I had one person get charged $4. I had another person get charged $900. All depends on your file and how many negative items are on your account. We really don't give the prices out because, oh, it's cheap, until you get a file and get banged over the head. And then you're like, what the heck just happened? If you got a lot of negatives, it usually costs more money than somebody that has 2 negatives. Just to give you an idea. We're reasonably priced. We're cheaper than Office Max and Letterstream and things like that. But at the end of the day, it does get expensive when you're when you're utilizing the services. When you're utilizing the services with us, it does get expensive when you don't know what you do. We also double check everything. We make sure that your files are everything that we do here that I'm teaching you, my team does. So if we don't see your file is right, we actually send it back to you and say, okay, go generate another letter, which some people don't like, some people do like. At the end of the day, the people that are working with us, they like quality. So we make sure that you have the best reports that go out. We don't edit any files. What's our website? We do not have one at the moment because everything is done via the software. I am working on it. It's in the thing. So, Precious is an easy thing. I'm gonna show you in a second, right? You're gonna laugh. Ready? Let's get through this, and we're gonna get to the printing company in a second. Check this out. Everybody good with the uploading the pictures, what the picture should look like? Everybody good with how to upload a report? Put a yes in the chat if we're good. I want to move on to the last two sections, and then let's get this rocking and rolling. And teach you how to generate a credit repair letter, and then I'm done for the day. Cool. This is where you get your text messages. This is where you get your emails if you applied for that. I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people don't. Support tickets come in here. Pam's invoices will come in here. Right? And your templates to send out text and email are in here. Simple, easily. You can write anything you want, ChatGPT it, but then you just put these placeholders. So my name is, and then you just click the button. Last name is, and then click the button. Email is, and then click the button. Done. Now, when it goes into the software, you'll save it. So when you go to manage all users and you want to send out an email, you just click the email button, and I could just select that, and then it'll write everything. It'll fill everything out perfectly. That's it, utilizing the information. So we just went through the communication portal. Now we're going to get 7 rounds of attack. So this is why I don't give out any prices over the phone, and I will give you guys a discount code today. A discount price, not a discount code, discount price. But here's the thing. Look at the files. Look at the numbers. They jump around all over the place. So if I give you a price and you have a file that's three files, and then the next month it's 24 files, you're going to ask, why did the price increase? I know that for a reason, so hence why we don't give out any prices. What I teach you guys how to do is generate, wait for your invoice. I mean, like, look at this one. This one has 150 files in it. So I wait for your invoice. This one's got 66. This is the same thing. Once you learn how to generate in the software, you can actually, I think Mike watched the video when we watched those advanced tactics. You learn how to do this, or you'll learn how to generate it like this, where they're within a few files of each other. But until you get to advanced tactics, like it jumps all over the place. Every round, if you utilizing the AI, it's going to do that. So let's go into this. Let's go to the attack area. Now, I'm not going to utilize the test client. I'm going to utilize the client that we built out properly. Okay? So, ready? Everybody put a guesstimate in the chat. How long will it take to generate the first AI letter? Generate it, not to actually print it out and do it. How long? Let's put a time frame inside. And all my old people, don't answer the question. Y'all been here a while. All the new people, how long do you think it takes to generate a letter? I think Adam's watched the course or something. Yeah, Adam, you're 100% right. About 30 seconds. So, ready? From start to finish. Check this. Start to finish. Home. Send rounds of attack. Go to the attack area. Select my client. I select only this AI at the top. If you want me to print your letters for you, click my name, which, as you can see, it's actually my name. TPNPA, and that's your discount code, and hit generate. You're done. 18 seconds. 18 seconds to generate a letter. So, under 30. So, what is this? What is good about this letter? What is bad about this letter? This letter is, I call the shake the tree method. It'll get work done, but it's going to take a lengthier period of time because everything's jammed into one letter. Okay? Everything's jammed into one letter, but it will work eventually. It will help you get some of the stuff off, but it's cost effective. So if somebody's on a budget or trying to figure out how to do it, this is the best way to go about it. Maximum efficiency focus. Put your thing in if you don't want to print it yourself, and then go from that. That's what we call the. That's how we make sure that everything is good. It's efficient. Who wants to learn how to be a power user today? I'm sorry, guys. I am in complete brain fog today. Who wants to learn how to be a power user? Me? Okay, put power user in the chat. We're gonna turn it up a little bit of a notch today. Okay. Check this out. I hear my baby girl. Hi, guys. Ready? You're gonna select do it yourself. You're gonna leave everything selected the same way. You're gonna come down over here and click generate. Now. I don't feel well today. Hi, baby girl. Hi, princess. My daughter just woke up. So, this is the AI section. This is where we actually turn on everything and turn off everything. This is how we find the files. This is how we read the credit report. This is how we do everything. So let me show you how this works. Okay. This is the AI. This is all the different writers. Right now, this is number 1. This is number 1, 2.0. Okay, so if you have Epic, you're going to use this. If you don't have Epic, you have Identity IQ, you have MyScore IQ, you're going to use Opulence. Okay, these two reports, okay, these two reports over here are the ones that you're going to utilize. They're the most aggressive with the type of letters that they have, okay? They're the most aggressive with the type of letters that they have. So you're going to pick which one. Since I have the Epic Pro on this one because this was set up before everything happened, okay? I'm going to use the MPEP, but we'll generate another one on another day with the MPEC, okay? So I'm going to click Epic, and then I'm going to go to my attack. My attack is going to be the first round. That's it. Now, when this box pops up, this is the AI. This is the actual AI, guys. This is how you dictate to the AI and say, hey, AI, I want you to write a letter. Okay? So the AI is going to go, okay, great. What letter am I going to write? This is how you tell it what to write. Oh, bear with me 1 second. I'm scratching my back. What letter are you going to write? Well, this is how you pick the letters. You have personal information, you have public records, you have inquiries, you have student loans, you have student loan charge-off, student loan medical charge-off, all other charge-off and collections, student loan derogatories, medical derogatories, all other derogatories, student loan delinquencies, medical delinquencies, all other delinquencies. Now, why did they break it up? They broke it up into boxes. This is 3 or more late payments. This is 1 to 2 late payments. And this is your charge-offs. Okay? Every one of those boxes has a thing. The most utilized thing that you will use in this software is these. 1, 2, 3. They're the most used in the software. That's what I would take accountability into. You need to know that those two exist so that you can, okay, those two exist and how to actually turn them on. The software will read it to you. It will tell you what it is. It will tell you how to do what you need to do. You're going to go in there, turn that on. Once you turn that on, you're going to rock and roll and let it do what it needs to. It's going to write that letter for you. It's going to spit out a crazy letter for you. And once it's done spitting out a crazy letter for you, you're just going to print that out and send it to the bureau. But here's how you turn it on. It's as simple as this. Coming over here and selecting a box. This is how you turn it off. This is how you turn it on, any of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually check all in green because I want the most aggressive attack. So blue combines, green separately. Why don't we want to combine? Okay? We don't want to combine because if they stall a letter out, they stall the entirety of the letter out, which means every negative that you've written has been stalled. But if you send it separately, especially with the mailing system, not all letters go through the system at the same time. What does that mean? If they send you a stall letter, they send you a stall letter for the letter that got read first, which can be personal information, could be the charge-offs, could be inquiries, could be this, could be that. So we'd like to send them separately, okay? So now, oops, come over here and scroll down. Come on, Ollie. I'm having trouble today, I guess. Okay, scroll down to the bottom and just hit next. This is going to be the hard part, but this is after you set everything up, this is the easy part. This really is the easy part because if you learn how to read the credit report, that red, green, and blue box is very easy to go into, okay? Now, I'm gonna click on the little orange circle. In every software, it's different. It's usually down here. Okay? Ready? I'm going to click on it and watch what's going to happen. Boom. That's every negative item and positive item on the credit report. Does everybody see that? Put a yes in the chat if you see that. Make sure that everybody's still awake. Perfect. Everybody sees that. Okay? So because everybody sees that, what do we see? We see a lot of dark greens, right? Yep. Okay. That dark green means positive account. We don't want positives. We don't want to look at positives when we're trying to read a credit report. Let's get rid of that. Let's come up to the top over here. Let's hit hide positives. Go back to that circle and guess what's going to happen? All those dark greens are gone. So let's assume this. If we have everything category-based and all those greens are gone, what's left on the credit report? Only negatives. Only negatives are left on the credit report, okay? Only negatives are left on the credit report. So if only negatives are left on the credit report, we just got to categorize everything. So everybody get a pen and paper out or write it on their phone, okay? But I'm going to pull the chat up to my screen. When I put my chat up on the screen, everybody's going to write down what the negative item is. You're going to write it in the chat, and you're going to write it down on a piece of paper. I'm going to teach you an abbreviation, and we're going to go from there. Ready? I'm put this up here. Okay, got you. Multitasking over here. I need to watch the replays from yesterday. You missed a fire class yesterday. I went hamsy yesterday. Yeah, I taught everybody how to charge properly yesterday. I broke it down. I broke it down to the minute pricing yesterday. Ready? So now we have this. I want everybody to focus on this. Ready? This is your negative item. Just your number. Negative item number. Okay? This is box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. Oop, box 4. Okay? This is your type of reported issue. Okay? And reported issue means negative item. This is actual negative. This is what it is. Negative item. This is what it is. Okay? Now, I do abbreviations. You don't have to. But I just take the first letter of these two words. I don't need information. Everything's going to have information at the back of it. So this negative item is personal identifier or PI. Okay? So let's put PI in the chat. Write PI down. Put it in the chat. Perfect. So that's how we got that first one. So now I'm going to do the next one. Okay, I'm going to do the next one. All right, and tell me what the negative item is over here. But let me get rid of PI over here because it's not going to be PI. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Let's see what the next one is, right? Okay. What's number 2, ladies and gentlemen? What's the negative item for number 2? Put it in chat. Perfect. Perfect. I use, so this one I do IQ, INQ. You utilize whatever you want. Ray put my negative item breakdown codes in the chat so you guys can have that picture there. So if I go over it, so this is INQ, IQ. It's just an inquiry. Just letting you guys whatever you want. All right. Should be writing these down. Write these down, guys. I see a bunch. Nobody wrote in the chat. Just one person. There we go. 2 people. And 1 person works for me. 3, 4. There we go. That's better. 4 people. Okay. What's number 3, guys? PI is personal identifier. Says it right there. PI stands for personal identifier. What's number 3? Inquiry. It's just literally what's in that box. We're just writing it down so you guys, when you go back to that red, green, and blue boxes, right? When you go back to that red, green, and blue boxes, you know what to select. This is how you select your AI. Okay? So now, everybody's got this, right? We're going to do good, right? I'm going to take the bumpers off like bowling. Let's see how many of y'all get the next one right. What's the next one? Number 4. Good job, Valerie. Good job, Adam. Damon, good job. One more. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. Right? Let's go to number 5. What's number 5? Yo, Mr. Holt, I don't see you writing anything in here, bro. Where you at? This is the most important part. Lost. How did you get lost? Ms. Jordan, where did you get lost? Ms. Jordan, what box do you go to find out what is the negative item? Okay, what does it say in box 2? That's what it is. So you answer your question, but where you lost? That's why I want to make sure, where are you lost? Because you just answered that, no issues. I don't see box 5. What do you mean box 5? There is no box 5. There's only 4 boxes, sweetheart. There's negative item 5, which is at the top. Remember when I wrote negative item number at the top? We're on negative item 5. So now watch. I'm going to go to get negative item 6. What's negative item 6? Good job, Damon. Good catching on. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Ain't nobody going to say it. I know it. Oh, geez, are keeping quiet. What's number 7, guys? What's number 8? Come on, somebody. What's number 9? Number 10? Damien, thank you. Thank you. Saved us going through 40. I was going to have to click that 40 times. I was hoping somebody would come up and figure it out. Thank you, Damien. Everything in the brown color is what, Damien? Write it in the chat. Inquiry. Thank you. Because why? The software categorizes everything together. It color coordinates it. I said it in the beginning. That's how I know when people are paying attention to my words and we're going too long. That's how I know it. That's why I try to get through this, but all the questions during the class, I got time to slow us down. Here's the thing. Software categorizes everything. So from 2 to 40, it's a what? What is it, Miss Jordan? What is from 2 to 40? What is that negative item? Put it in the chat right now. Atta girl. Perfect. Perfect, Miss Valerie. Good job. That's what it is, because that's the truth. Here's 15, just to prove it, inquiry. 19, inquiry. 23, inquiry. 26, 32, 38, 40. Okay? That's an inquiry. Now, 41 and 42 are inquiries too. They're attached to accounts. You know what I do when something's attached to account? It says best inquiry. I scroll down to the bottom. I hit remove this content box. Scroll back to the top. If I see another inquiry, I scroll down to the bottom. Remove this content box. Why? I'm not going to teach you guys bad practices off the bat. I don't care how good the software is. I don't care how great. It's tedious to get an account put back on to somebody's file, especially if you're doing this for somebody that you know, you barely know, or you're marketing yourself. It's hard to get somebody's file put back on, especially a credit card or something that's been closed that you're working for. So at the end of the day, let me teach you good practices. Do not touch that inquiry. Just remove it off it and don't let the software do anything. Again, best practices. I'm only going to teach you guys best practices. Okay? All right, ready? We got rid of those light greens. Let's go 87. 87. What's 87, guys? Try to do the abbreviation if you guys know how to do it. Don't write that whole thing down. Don't write that whole thing down. Try to do the abbreviation. I don't care if you screw it up, but I'll work with you. All right, Miss Jordan. Valiant effort. Good job, Mr. Mackey. Very good job. Miss Jordan, right here. Right? A, O, D, L. But everybody, don't forget this. 1-2. Because all other derogatory lates, okay? All other derogatory lates is 3+. So AODL works for 3+, and AODL works for 1-2. So just make sure you put that 1-2. But good job, good job. Somebody's writing this down on a piece of paper, right? We're going to need this to go turn to the AI. I'm doing it slow so I can do it some more. Yes, yes. Somebody was here yesterday. Mr. Bryant, that was Mr. Bryant's line. Okay? He goes, I do it slow so I can do it some more. Yep. So that's the key. Remember, right here. Don't focus on this information stuff. We don't need it. A, O, D, L, 1-2. Always. Okay? Let's do this again. Okay? Let's do it in the 80s. 88. 88. What's 88? Perfect. 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 Precious, you're missing a letter, but good job. You're on the right path. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Good job. Let's go 89. You guys are going to get this wrong. You guys are going to get this wrong, but you're going to get it right. I'm going to teach you what it is. I don't know why they did this. I'll be honest with you. So, beautiful. Oh, shit. Somebody been here before. How did you know it was that? Wow. And I know you haven't been here before. I think this is the first time that I've seen you. Good job. How did you get that? That's great. Good job. Wow. Good job. Now, for him to explain how he got that, it's not a charge off. The picture was sent. Perfect. Okay? The picture that was sent tells you there is no charge off on the sheet. The only thing that exists in charge off, because it's not a student loan and it's not a medical, okay, was all other collection charge off, which is AOCC. That's how he got that. We send you all the tools, guys. I'm be honest with you guys. If you want to join this class, the next time that you join this class, whether it's Wednesday or next Saturday, make sure, well, Wednesday we're not here. That's New Year's. If you're going to join this class, make sure you're on your computer at home because we're going to give you the tools that you're going to need to get through this class. Okay? AOCC. Why? Because it's all other charge-off and collections. Okay? All other charge-off and collections. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, let's go to the next one. What's 90? Shit. What's 90? Perfect, Valerie. Right to it. Good job, Adam. $91. Good job, Damien. He's already ahead of the game. He's like, yo, stop clicking on him. All right? What's 94? What's 94? We're almost done, guys. As soon as we get through these last two, we're finished. About another 8 minutes. Perfect. 95. I can tell everybody's tired. Perfect. What's 96? Perfect. All right. So on 96, this is what's going to happen. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to come down to current images. We're going to make sure our images match and say JPEG. JPEG. All these are good. I label mine first name, last name with the document that it is. So ID, social security card, proof of address, PPC. Everything's good. I see everything's perfect. Let's scroll up to the top, which all you got to do is just scroll up a little bit, and there's a word that says top. Click top. I go over here to client info. I double check all the client info because, again, the software doesn't make a mistake. You make a mistake. So if you come back and verify everything like I just did, the software is ready to rock and roll, and we're ready to generate that letter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to general settings. Oops. Go back to general settings. We're going to click the AI. We're going to turn it off. We're going to turn it on. So I'm going to do that again. We're going to click the check mark. We're going to turn it off. We're going to turn it back on by clicking that check mark. We're going to come over here, select the attack. And now we're over here. Now, Damien, since you were the first one to answer this, we checked all in red. We turned everything off. Do you remember what negative items that we have to go off of? All right, brother. List them for me. List them off for me, brother. PIINQAO. My man. Perfect. Boom. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Damien, you just turned on the AI perfectly. Now, how did he get that? I told him to take down what it was. That's why we do the abbreviations, because now I just follow the abbreviations. Well, there's INQ, there's PI, AOCC is right there, SLDL is right there, 3 plus, and AODL 1-2 is right there. So exactly what do? Click all green. I'm gonna send them out separately. Now do me a favor, count the green check marks and tell me how many green check marks there are. Put it in the chat, somebody. Perfect. How many data furnishers are there, ladies and gentlemen? Perfect. I'm waiting for that. Beautiful. Okay. What's 5 times 3, ladies and gentlemen? Bingo. First box, 15. The rest, default, default, default. Mike, you know the advanced tactic. You know not to do this. So now, for everybody that's here, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tidbit. This does not work the quickest. How many of y'all want? How many of y'all want a freebie right now? How many of y'all want a freebie or a gem? I'm seeing it in the chat. Change the default number to 5. That's all I'm going to give you. Come on Friday and I'll give you more. Well, print with me and I'll give you more. Change that number to 5. All right. Question, Valerie? I just gave you guys a massive freebie. That is a question for a Friday class, El Hadi. That is a question for a Friday class. Join up on a Friday class, and I can answer that. I'm just giving you a freebie. The reason that I'm teaching you that is many particular reasons. I gave it to you. In that second box, instead of putting default, put a 5. There's many reasons why that 5. When I explain it on a Friday, it's a lot about credit repair tactics and understanding credit repair as a whole than letting the software do it. I turn everybody into a power user by just switching that number. There's nobody in the industry I'm sorry. There's nobody in this software that's teaching to change the numbers over there. I've been changing those numbers since 3 years ago. Because once you understand what those verbiages are saying, what they actually mean, you realize that a lot is being controlled by those boxes right there. So you turned on that stuff. If you're like, hey, Ali, I like you. If you're like, I like it, but I just want to stick with the default, go with the default. That's okay. There's a go okay, and then join in on a Friday class, and then I'll explain to you why. But that is a gem. This is a huge gem to understand 5. It is a huge gem, and it's got nothing to do. It's a lot of tactic that goes into it to understand why 5. Okay, and there's actually, if you start playing around with the software that you're given, you'll understand it. Yesterday, I generated a letter. I blew through a letter just to understand where 5 comes from. And I can teach you how to do a lot in the software by understanding this one box. Click next and you generate the letter. We're going to leave it on default for argument's sake over here. But because you guys showed up to class and you stayed in class after Christmas, that was my Christmas gift to all of you. I'm hopping. Ms. Jordan, as long as you pay for a letter, sweetheart, you'll have access. You get access immediately. As soon as you have your payment go in through the company, it says, here's your free gift. Literally, as soon as you get your payment in. That's as easy as it is. And then you click include all 3 bureaus and generate that letter. That letter is done. And literally, I'll generate it for you. There you go. I just burned the GA for you guys. When I tell you guys something, if I don't do or practice what I preach, why do I have the ability to sit in front of you on a pulpit and teach you guys something if I'm not going to actually do it myself? So I'm very serious about how I handle this and how I do this. So I'll try to show everybody exactly what it is. And this will be a generated letter, and this is what it looks like. This is how it comes out. And as you see, it generated 19 pages just for this one letter. The funny part is it generated this is just one letter. It generated on this one account 24 letters. One account generated 24 letters. Make sense? Now, I am done. I'm going to give you guys about 10 minutes of my time. And then I am done for the day. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I have a very, very bad headache. I don't feel so hot, so I am going to go upstairs. But questions for everybody can be answered. I think Precious, I answered Precious' questions when I did this. Dave, I know I got through all your questions, I think. All the people that are in here. Anybody that's in here. Ray, drop the phone number. Let's give him a freebie. Okay? I know I'm not loving on my little one if I feel like this. But I do. I do. Printing for the printing company. MPEC is going to be the next one. Not MPEP, MPEC. That's where the 5 comes into play. Everybody, if you need any help, that's the printing company. Okay? Text. It's Saturday. I don't have many people that are working on the phones on Saturday. I do have foreigners working for me. So at the end of the day, I do have people, but just text. If there's somebody that's able to get on the phone with you and walk you through or do anything, text the printing company. We'll try to give you, we'll try to work with you. I know one of my head specialists right now, he's got no power, so he's not going to be in until later. So when he gets in, he'll definitely be able to help people. But yes, once you guys get in, you do your printing, you do all that stuff, you guys will be ready to rock and roll. Ray's going to be in. So Ray will be in today. Ray went to go get dinner. You know, I love it. I'm the one who's talking, and this guy's eating. I gotta go to the bathroom. I got to do this. I got to do that, man. I love this kid, but he leaves me to dry sometimes. He's like, I got to go get my dinner. My dinner's at the door. And I'm like, bro, I'm one hungry and shit. You got up late. Come on. So for everybody, yeah. Yeah, anybody that needs anything, that's the office number. Contact in if you guys need us to help you with generations. It's just a Christmas freebie. I just want everybody to understand that it's just a Christmas freebie. We'll help you get rocking and rolling with that. Yeah. Anybody have any questions before we end the thing? Happy New Year. I will not see you on Wednesday. Yes, Happy New Year, but I will see you on Friday. Friday is definitely going to be... Friday, we might start with PWA. Yes. So let me show you. Let's just do that real quick. Screen 4. Come over here. Let's do that. Let's go to the report over here. So if I were to select that client, that test client, and I want to use the do-it-yourself, I'm going to select my team. I'm not going to do my. I'm going to come over here. I can use the MyScore Identity IQ, and then look at the MP. Oh, it's here. MPEP is here. That's weird. Shit. Okay. Really? Hey, it's there. If it's there on yours, use the MPEP. Rock with it. If it's not there, use MPEC, and then there's 6 rounds. But here's the thing. You remember how I said use 5? You see how this has no defaults? Everything's set to 0 and everything. So if I were to do this just to run the same round, I'm setting this. I'm counting the same thing out. 15, 5, default, which is 0. And then that's what it should look like. That's on the Identity IQ. And that's perfect. Cool? Everybody good with that? Yes, no, maybe so. Come on, man. I give it the best that I can. Now, I do want to ask everybody, no. Wednesday, maybe, because it's New Year's Eve. I know Christmas Eve, everybody's with their family. Wednesday, I might have it. We canceled this one because everybody was with family. I'll call V, I'll talk to V and see what she says. I am very happy that everybody got access. I'm very happy that people showed up over here. Again, like I said, if you guys are printing, you guys are with us. I gave you the phone number if you need any help. Get with us, we'll get you through. Okay, yes, TPMPA, yeah. It's the name of my company, and my name is Ali. When you select an ALIBA, that's my actual name. Okay, that's my full name. When you select us, I just use TPMPA just so everybody knows it comes from me. So the boss is giving them the thing to give you guys the discount, which they'll change the pricing code. Our average price per page is about 30 cents. We lowered to 20 cents for you guys just for showing up to class. Just to show up to class, you give you 10-cent discount right off the bat. So everybody, you don't understand. It does damage when you have paper, the amount of paper that goes out over here. So I'm serious for you guys to let you know that. Cool? Cool. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody. Does anybody need anything? Is everybody good? Are we done? I hope to see everybody in the community. 12/27. Okay, so it's 12/27. Let me ask everybody a question over here. Can we talk after class? Why would you like to talk after class, sir? I don't really talk to anybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I charge $500 per consultation fee. So, is there something that you want to talk to me about that cannot be answered in class? Something private, something that you got? Give me some context about can we talk after class? Thank you. Christy, which one didn't work? Christine, which one didn't work? How? Ray has the link. When Ray gets back from meeting, I'll send it to you. Okay. Okay. No problem, Sheree. David, call the office phone. I will give you. Actually, you know what? Just stay on. After we're done, I'll take 5 minutes with you. Fuck. Give me a second. Let me pull that up. That's here. Let me see. Why does it do this? I know Alessia got her lawyer already. Ray, you have access to the thing over here. I don't know why you didn't go in. All right, so hold on. Christy, I just messaged you privately. Try that and tell me if that worked. If that doesn't work, I don't know what it is. I'll get in touch with them over there and try to figure it out. That's the law office down in Brooklyn. They actually own a place in Arizona now. They're doing some big shit. So let's see what happens. Can I get... Oh, yes, everybody. Ray, drop the link for the YouTube channel for everybody that stayed. God bless. That's... Yes, you're going to get lit. Yes, absolutely. You can get access. You don't get... You get access to the YouTube channel. You got to go... It's yesterday's live, I think it was. Absolutely. While I'm doing this... Incognito. Double checking. No, it works. I have it up. Christine, it's up, so you'll be good. You'll be able to fill that out and go from there. And I'm gonna put it in the whatchamacallit community. I'm gonna put it in the paid in full community. Damien, see you next. I have a feeling I'll be seeing you next Friday. I think Damien's going to generate his letters today. He's going to be like, yeah, I'm getting in that group. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anybody who subscribes to YouTube's anything, I appreciate it. We do that. We go live all the time. Like, as you can see, we're live right now. I generated my letters when I'm the link to join the group. As soon as you pay for the letters, yes, that's how you join the group. I just double checked it, so it's working just fine. So yeah, it's probably an error with your thing. Yep. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys honestly make teaching you guys easy. I'll be straight with that. You guys make it easy teaching you guys. So I'm very happy to teach both of you guys, everybody that's here. So I will see everybody. If everybody would find their ways out, it would be nice. So I could just get with Mr. David over here and talk with him and then go from there. Do. I want to stay. My wife misses me, so David, make it quick. I'm kicking everybody out into the waiting room. Bye, guys. Yeah, what's up?